My name is Stubbs. I'm an attorney in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm proud to be an attorney. I'm proud to be in a profession that sticks up for people and helps people and defends their constitutional rights. That's an honor, and it's a privilege. And the only reason that I can do that today is because someone took out their camera and gave me video that exonerated me from false charges. See, I'm an attorney that sues cops. And a lot of people say I'm anti-cop. I'm not anti-cop. I'm anti-bad cop. I'm anti the kind of cop that lies and puts in a level of corruption that makes the American people distrust all cops. See, those bad cops, those are the cops that we need out. Those are the ones that we need out of this system so they can't hurt anybody else. November 14, 2013, I was arrested by Sergeant Yesenia Yatomi. I'm an attorney. I was with my clients, the Bikers for Christ. They're Christian ministers on bikes. When they were detained for something simple, but police like to hold them and like to detain them and like to pump them for information in the motorcycle community. So they liked me there, and they emphatically wanted me as their attorney present while they were being questioned. And everything was great until Yesenia Yatomi, a sergeant with Criminal Intelligence Unit of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, showed up with all of her people in tactical gear and said, "Stubbs, get out of here." I said, "No, he's exercised his Fifth Amendment right to counsel. I'm his attorney, I'm here." She's like, "Stubbs, get out of here. We're going to question him without you." And I refused. And it was that simple. I refused. And then she arrested me.
Okay. All right, I'll be there if that's all right. That's perfectly fine. Cool.
Yes, I'm not going to, you have to go step over there, Stubbs.
I don't.
Well,
I don't.
You've been wonderful not to obstruct. You can be his counsel, you can answer the basic questions. You can answer them or not answer them. You have to stand over there. No, just no right there.
And I thought, this is going to be easy. You know, the truth is that he exercised his Fifth Amendment right to counsel, and I refused. The law's on my side. Everything's going to be great. The problem is that Yesenia Yatomi lied in her report. She lied in her report to make it look like I was obstructing. She specifically put things in that report that were not true, some of which she wasn't even there when it happened. But she, under penalty of perjury, wrote up that report and made me look like a criminal. And the kind of criminal that the Nevada State Bar would have kicked out and pulled my bar license. I am so grateful that someone pulled out their video camera and recorded that. Because I went to trial, the prosecution put on their case, the video was shown, and Judge Goodman didn't even make me put on a defense. The prosecution put on his side and says, "This is ridiculous. You're not guilty. You don't even have to put on a defense." Sergeant Yatomi was proven a liar because of video, and only because of that video can I still be an attorney today. Now, you might think, hey, this is an isolated incident. Nope. Just the cases I have prove that this isn't an isolated incident. And you have to think, what about the cases that don't have a video? That's a very, very good question. Are there people that are convicted under the word of a police officer because they didn't have video to show the truth? I have a client who was in a bar and who was told to exit the bar, and he was doing so at the back of the line, and there were people in front of him, and he was told to go faster and faster and faster, and he was just like, how can I go faster? People are in front of me. When Officer Kolkowski and Glowinski grabbed him from the back, and beat the shit out of him. One of them brought out a nightstick and just started hitting him and hitting him, and they brought him to the ground. And a bunch of officers were around them, and they picked him up and they shoved his face into a concrete wall. And they charged him and arrested him with obstruction. The only reason he was found not guilty, we had video. Officer Kolkowski and Officer Glowinski lied on their report to cover up the fact that they were beating the shit out of this guy. And he got arrested. He had no criminal record. And but for the video, he would have had a criminal record. And he would have had a much different life. Another client, he's with a bunch of friends. They're in Las Vegas. They're singing loud. Officers come over and tell them to be quiet. So they pipe down a little bit. One of the members of their group is drunk and challenges the officers to the fight. The officers laugh it off. They're walking away when the crowd starts needling the officers and saying, "Oh, what are you going to do? Are you going to let that happen?" And the officers lost their cool. And the officers brought out their batons, extracted them, and went after him Hunger Games style.
Okay. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing.
Even after they extracted the guy that challenged the fight, they were still throwing people around. And they were mad because one of them was videotaping things, and my client was trying to be a peacemaker with his palms up, flat-footed, going, "Hey, hey, 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 hey." Bam, he got tased. He was tased, and he was brought to the ground, and there was nothing that he did that would have warranted him being tased. But because Officer Garmendia tased him, Officer Garmendia had to cover his tracks, Officer Garmendia lied in his sworn affidavit and arrested my client and said he did things that he didn't do. Luckily, there was a videotape. Exonerated my client. Then there's another client I have. He's riding a motorcycle. A NHP trooper's following him. He pulls off, hits a dirt berm, loses a little bit of control. He gets control, and then bam! The car hits him directly. Trooper Shane Coulter Earl purposely hit him with this car. How do we know? Because there was a dash cam. Coincidentally, there was a dash cam up to about 10 seconds before he was hit. Then Trooper Earl turned off the dash cam. And the next thing we see is a motorcycle that's upside down, and my client has a kneecap broken in 3 places, a broken hip, and he's in pain on the ground. Now, Trooper Earl wrote in his report that he was in a locked wheel skid, he accidentally hit him, blah, blah, it was an accident. But if you listen to the dash cam video, my client asked him, "Why'd you hit me? Why'd you hit me?" And he says very clearly, "Because you were turning around. You were turning around the wrong way." When Trooper Earl was asked why he hit him, he didn't say, "Oh, it was an accident, I'm sorry." He didn't say anything. He exclaimed why he hit him, and he hit him on purpose. But then he realized, holy crap, I just hit a motorcycle on purpose. That's deadly force. So what did he do? He lied. He lied to cover his own rear end after using deadly force. My guy's in the hospital. My guy's just trying to wrap his head around things, and he gets a warrant for his arrest because of the lies of Trooper Shane Coulter Earl. And we are so lucky that we have the videotape. By the way, my client is a black man. Trooper Shane Coulter Earl, 2 Nazi posts on his Facebook. along with this gem. Brute force. If it doesn't work, you're not using enough. In all 4 of these cases, myself and the 3 clients, we have an officer who lied. And then because of video, we were able to prove those lies. And you think something must have happened to these guys. Something must have happened. There had to be some accountability. We've got video proving that they lied. Something happened. Nothing. No discipline whatsoever. In fact, Sergeant Yasemi Yatomi, she was promoted. She is now a lieutenant for the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department with a big pay raise, and they put her in charge of internal affairs. She's the one that gets to try to go after other officers and maybe hold them accountable if she feels like it, when they do the exact same thing that was proved that she did. Am I anti-cop? No way. I have friends who are cops. I respect it. I respect that they're a part of the system. These bad cops do these bad things. And when the good cops watch it and see it, and they do nothing, that infuriates me. I'm anti-bad cop because the bad cops are destroying our system. We have whole facets of this country that don't respect or like police officers. It's not because police are doing the right thing. It's because a minority, do the wrong thing, but nobody stands up. Nobody puts them in check. America doesn't see the accountability, and that will be our downfall. If you're a good cop, pull those guys aside. Say, hey, we got to stop this. Do something. Stand up and tell the truth. And that's all I ask. Stand up and tell the truth.